It's 7 a.m. Your alarm goes off, you stumble into the kitchen, pour yourself a hot cup of coffee, and within minutes, the fog lifts. You feel awake, alert, alive. But have you ever stopped to wonder what is actually happening in your brain right now? How does this dark, bitter liquid convince your body that you aren't tired anymore? Today, we are looking at the world's most popular psychoactive drug. It's in our tea, our chocolates, and our morning brews. Let's dive into the fascinating, surprisingly simple science of caffeine and how it actually keeps you awake. Long before we had science to explain it, we had a legend. The story goes that in the 9th century, an Ethiopian goat herd named Kaldi noticed something strange. After eating berries from a certain tree, his goats became so energetic that they wouldn't sleep at night. Kaldi tried the berries himself and felt an incredible rush of alertness. Whether this specific story is entirely true or just a myth, it captures exactly what caffeine does. It interacts with our nervous system in a remarkable way. But here is the most surprising secret about caffeine. It doesn't create energy out of thin air. It just plays a very clever trick on your brain. To understand the trick, we need to meet a molecule called adenosine. From the moment you wake up, your brain is working hard, and as it uses energy throughout the day, levels of a molecule called adenosine gradually build up. Think of adenosine like sand falling through an hourglass. As the day goes on, more and more adenosine builds up in your brain. Eventually, this adenosine plugs into specific receptors in your nervous system. When it locks in, it sends a clear message to your body. We are tired. It is time to slow down and rest. The more adenosine you have locked into these receptors, the sleepier you feel. This is your body's natural sleep-wake cycle, designed to keep you rested and healthy. So where does your morning coffee fit into this? Well, caffeine is a master of disguise. Caffeine's shape is similar enough to adenosine that it can fit into those exact same receptors. So when you drink that cup of coffee, caffeine rushes to those receptors and blocks them. It's like putting a fake key into a lock. The fake key won't turn, but it takes up the space, preventing the real key, adenosine, from getting inside. Suddenly, many of the tiredness signals are blocked. Your brain thinks, oh, we aren't tired at all. With adenosine temporarily blocked, brain activity increases, and neurotransmitters like dopamine and norepinephrine become more active. Your heart rate slightly increases, your mood lifts, and you feel wide awake. But as with all biological tricks, there is a catch. Even though caffeine is blocking the receptors, your brain never stopped producing adenosine. The sand was still falling in the hourglass. When the caffeine finally wears off and leaves the receptors, all that built-up adenosine is suddenly free to bind them again. And bam, you get the dreaded caffeine crash. It's a beautifully simple, temporary illusion. The next time you take a sip of your morning brew, remember, you aren't creating energy out of thin air. You're just borrowing it from later.